Iceland has made history by qualifying for the 2018 World Cup in Russia. Iceland is the first nation under 1 million people, population-wise, to qualify for the World Cup. Iceland has about 330,000 people in its population. Now compare that with the United States, which has 1,000 times more people with 330 plus million. It's amazing to see what Iceland is able to accomplish with its limited resources. Obviously, population-wise, 1,000 times smaller than the USA. They're not a poor country, but certainly they do not possess the wealth and infrastructure that America has. So when we look at ourselves in American soccer, think about how much we are underachieving. Now, we are doing okay simply just by default. We can pretty much walk into the World Cup just because we are such a strong nation that even if we are running our soccer the wrong way with a closed and poisonous market for clubs and players, we can still end up in the World Cup, which kind of papers over the cracks in American soccer. But if a nation 1,000 times smaller than us can make the European Championships and now the World Cup, and they'll probably do pretty well in the World Cup as well. Now think about our potential as an American soccer nation from a national team, club, and player perspective. I think we're operating at about 1% of our potential. So we need to demand better from ourselves here in America. Let's not be content with average or mediocre. Let's strive to reach the 100% maximum. And so the choice is there. We can go two ways. We can either sit around in mediocrity while the rest of the world, even smaller nations like Iceland, makes progress. The gap will get wider between us and the great soccer nations, and lesser soccer nations, small nations, will become better than us and eclipse us. So we can either sit around in our mediocrity, or we can demand better from our U.S. Soccer Governing Federation. We can demand an open, fair, and inclusive market for all people and clubs so that we can compete and leverage our potential as a soccer nation. So it all starts with our government, U.S. Soccer. We need to demand demand that they govern in the interests of all people. And if they don't, well, then let's replace the U.S. Soccer Federation with a new federation altogether, or let's replace the leadership through elections. So Iceland is showing us how it's done. We have a nation that's 1,000 times bigger with the greatest infrastructure and wealth in the world. Let's become a world soccer superpower with the best clubs, the best players, and the best national team in the world. So if you like this video, make sure to share it out on social media and also subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you soon.